Hi everyone, I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration of how to use the random number generator on your calculator. There's a bunch of different reasons we might want to generate random numbers, almost always to do with probability and sampling. We're going to hop into math, probability, and option 1, which is rand, which means random. And if I just start hitting enter again and again and again, you can see that I'm getting randomly generated numbers between 0 and 1 with different numbers of decimal places, although mostly the same. If this isn't very helpful to me, which if you're talking about a population of people, it's probably not that useful unless you're dealing with percentages. So if you want whole numbers, we can hop back into math, back to probability, and hop down to option 5, which is rand int, meaning interval. And I can tell it my limits. So let's say I wanted to choose 6 people out of a population of 100. So my lower limit is 1, my upper limit is 100, and I'm choosing 6 people. Fantastic, it's gone ahead and chosen 6 numbers, whole numbers, between 1 and 100 for me. Now, this option actually has the capacity to repeat numbers. So it's possible that if you chose this option, you may end up randomly with the same number twice, and that may not be that helpful to you. So if we definitely don't want repeats in what we're selecting, we can choose option 8, rand int no rep, which means no repeat, and put in the same parameters. So I'm still choosing 6 people out of 100, and this time I know for sure that I'm not going to get a repeat. Even though I didn't get a repeat the first time, I might have. Using this no repeat option means I definitely won't. So that can be quite useful depending on the circumstances as well. Other options that I have for randomly generating numbers include normally distributed data. So if I have a normally distributed sample, or at least a population, sorry, I can choose a sample from that population using rand norm. So let's say I've got a mean of 50, standard deviation of 15, and I want 5 trials from that sample, or 5 pieces of data from that sample. I can use this option here, and it's going to give me a randomly generated domain of data where 5 pieces of data sit between. So between 45.52 and 37.01, I'm going to find 5 pieces of data. It might be 5 people, 5 sheep, 5 national flags, 5 Olympic gymnasts. Obviously the Olympics is on at the moment. I can do that again, and I'll show you that it will find another randomly generated domain of trials. Okay, so this time between 45.24 and 56.45, I will find 5 more pieces of data. Okay, the last option that I have is to do really the same thing, only out of a population that is not normally distributed, but which is binomially distributed, using rand bin. So again, my population size might be 60. The probability of success might be 70%. And I might have 2 trials. So between 43 and 47. If I do that again, I can expect to get different result. This time between 37 and 44. Okay. That's everything at this stage that you need to know about randomly selecting numbers from your calculator.